But on some
really full.
On a serious note, you know anyone that got messed with by the ICE situation and stuff like that?
For sure. I mean, before, like obviously right now it's like super like out there, but that's just been happening before, man. Man, I had neighbors growing up that got picked up by ICE back in the day. Like, the homie who lives that, rest in peace, was somebody I remember, like him getting picked up. Yeah, they've been doing that shit before. You know what I'm saying? Just I think now, I mean, and then again, you know, like there is just where like, you know, like if you do come here and you break the law, like, you know, obviously, you know, there's repercussions to everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think the you know, and then I think that know that like out here with no papers. Like my mom used to tell my two older sisters, because they don't got papers and shit. She used to be like, man, you can't do what your friends do because your situation isn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like if all your homegirls want to go do all types of and like you could do it, but just know your consequences aren't the same.
It's gonna be a little different.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and you know that like my dad got deported but my mom's never been deported. But it's because my dad chose the life he chose, and that's what comes with the consequences of when you're here, you know, undocumented, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And man, I have a cousin that unfortunately, like he was a DACA recipient, and he lost that with one mistake. He's still here, but now they took the DACA away from him. You know, so you know what I'm saying. But the
wait, the document, like his papers and shit.
No, the DACA recipient.
I don't know what that is.
So Obama implied something, right? I'm pretty sure it was Obama. I could be wrong. Where for like students, like for like dreamers, they're called dreamers. Okay. So a lot of undocumented kids that came here, I have a couple homies that are dreamers, and you gotta like renew your and it helps you keep here. You're like a student if you have a nice good job and shit like that. Dang. But yeah, man, the ICE shit now is because the problem with it now is that like
that shit.
You know. I mean, it's always been hard to get your papers. You either need money or certain situations. Like my mom has a homie that was that fool got beat up pretty bad, like a hate crime. Like that was like a victim of a crime.
Yeah.
He got hate crime. My mom's best friend, and they gave him his papers off that. But they opened like his eye socket, all types of like
holy
them shit. So for sure, there's shit like that. But yeah, man, the whole going on right now is ugly, bro. Kids being taken care of, you know, like they're just working and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, yes.
So
that's how we feel about what happened.
We can all agree that ICE, how they handling manners is like up and
100%.
all of that for sure. But what would your solution be? Because this for sure ain't the solution how they going about it. But
yeah. I don't to be honest, I'm not a politician, so I can't tell you like law by law or how it should work, but I definitely think there should be a easier way for like the road to get your papers and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think there's definitely like it shouldn't just be getting married. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom ain't never been on welfare or EBT or nothing. She never got help. Like my mom never got help. My mom been paying her taxes since she worked at a fabrica, which is like a warehouse where they did for chum money, but she's been paying her taxes. My mom been cleaning houses for 20 plus years and has always paid her taxes. You know what I'm saying? Like the lady that taught me English, even though I was born here, is a white lady. You know what I'm saying? So like yeah, mama, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like you would think that somebody that does everything correct and you would still go out there and take them out their home just because of who they are. I don't think my mom has ever gotten a jaywalking ticket. my mom got her. My mom about to get her license before me. You know what I'm saying? Like. I don't got a license. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a lady that worked hard, like, for her kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's scary to think that if she was outside and they noticed that she didn't know English or spoke Spanish and they you know what I'm saying, they'll just take her from us, you know what I'm saying? From her, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's so scary. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, like, if you break the law, there's anybody with papers, without papers, no matter what. If you break the law, you know what you're getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? But, man, walking their kids home or walking their kids to school, innocent kids, and then you getting tear apart and the kid out there behind the cop car wondering, like, where the fuck I might never see my dad again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's ugly. So, you know, I'm not like the best speaker about it because, one, I don't know the law's too crazy, but I know I stand with my people and it's always been guys, to be honest. It's been like that before. It's been like that before. I had a platform. I was raised by two undocumented older sisters and a mom, you know what I'm saying? So that's always been my stand. I love my people. I wouldn't have a career without my people, and it's honestly the most like the blessing, you know, for me. It's definitely a blessing being Latino. Like I take pride in that motherfucker. If I were to be reborn again, I would want to be Latino again, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out
it's dope, man.
Spanish
you know, so I stand with my people, and it's always been fuck guys, you know, especially now. So that's how I feel about
They
that
over
shit.
now.
Yeah, it's over for them now.
You ever been to like South America anywhere?
Nah, hell no, I ain't never been to South America.
Yeah.
I've been to London, Cabo, and that's pretty much it. I never been anywhere else. I'm trying to go to Canada this year, but after taking you outside on the beef, I don't think I can go.
Yeah, they gonna get you, bro.
They gonna whoop my ass, man.
They don't in Canada, man.
Especially after being at the Apollo is over with.
Yeah, no, they'll ban you, bro. That nigga Drake gonna get you for show.
You be having in your stand up as like ice a part of your
like a joke.
Yeah.
I definitely have a joke about my mom. Like I think I compared my mom to like Anne Frank. Like I'm hiding her in the closet and shit. Like in the attic, you know, so she don't get caught. But
Is that the case though? Like, is that if they wanted to just pull up on her?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the fuck. That's
the
what.
real thing.
Yeah, bro.
Take her and-
Like ice on some. Like for real. Like
That's literally what's going on right now.
like literally like and that's the
That shit
uproar
crazy.
because again you could ask any Latino family. Like I always say this, like
That's scary.
just be
bro.
like and my mom would preach this. Even my dad being a drug addict, my mom would be like, the rules don't apply for you this thing. Because I remember one of my dad's crime partners was a drug addict with that fool. Smoked meth with him, all types of shit. But he had papers. Like your situations are different, you know what I'm saying? But it's sad to see innocent families being torn apart, dog. Like
Yeah, that shit is.
and
crazy as a motherfucker.
like if you out here doing dumb shit, then things are gonna happen.
Facts.
But if you out here just walking your kids, you going to work, man. I shit Monday through Saturday from the minute you take your kids to school all the way to 6, catch the bus, go home. Still gotta teach your kids. You gotta understand, it's hard for parents that don't speak English teach you English homework, dog. Like I was blessed to have older sisters, you know what I'm saying? But mom, there was a time when my sisters moved out and I needed help with shit. My mom was like, I used to translate for my mom, like the mail and shit, like the Medicare. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's always been a blessing to live in LA because it was like a sanctuary city. But now, I mean, who would have ever thought in Minnesota this shit would be going on?
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I'm saying? So shout out my people, man. Shout out Salvadoreños, Guatemaltecos, shout out my Mexicans, of course. And shout out, I mean, even like the Somalian people going through that, you know, I know, like, you know what I'm saying? I know they got a whole stigma on them right now, the whole Minnesota shit, but I mean, there's hardworking people. I mean, even when you watch I was watching Top Boy the other day, I was rewatching that.
Yeah,
And shit, they took the mom back to Jamaica. I think she lived right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you see how sad she is, like, you know what I'm saying? And then I think about like people like my uncle, right? I was just talking to my uncle. He was crying low key the other day. I was with my uncle on Saturday, and he was all sad and shit. He wouldn't go protest, but he was like, I came here when I was 14, 15, and I got sent here. Like my uncle one day walked in the house and my grandma was like, you gotta go. Like you gotta go with your sister. My uncle had friends, a school, a girlfriend. She's like, you gotta get up and leave to a country you don't know about. And my uncle came over here and he was like, I've been here longer than I was ever in Mexico. I've worked here. And he's like, and now like I'm not wanting, like it's, you know, you hear like even my mom, bro, like my mom blessed with a boss that she's been with since I was a kid. And she's been trying to help my mom. My mom's been staying with her in Brentwood, some fly shit. Like my mom's been with her for years. Like this lady taught me English. I could go to her pool whenever I want. She done looked at my mom, offer my mom with money. You know what I'm saying? Like all these things, you know what I'm saying? And it's sad to see my, like, after years of my mom paying taxes and raising, I mean, I think I'm a good citizen. I pay a lot of taxes. I do good for my community. My sister, all three of my sisters work hard. One of them slangs food, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, we not doing nothing. Like when we were kids, maybe, we up, but you know what I'm saying? So it is definitely.
She was paying taxes, like she wasn't getting paid.
Yeah, my mom don't get none back. My mom just pays it because she knows that, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my mom, you don't get nothing back. Like if anything, my mom will buy food stamps from other people. Like, you know how they do this. Like, yeah, you don't get nothing back from that fool. You don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just
I'm saying,
charging
like
it to the
legit
game.
job. She wasn't like getting underpaid. It wasn't.
What the clean house is, it's kind of like being a barber essentially.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like,
Oh,
you get paid
1099,
cash, but you still do
self-employed.
kind of like your taxes and
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like that. And her boss and his husband is her husband is he's an IRS tax lawyer. So he definitely hooked my mom up, make sure she was. But obviously with the whole like her not having the social, they got to go a whole different route about shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's definitely it's sad to see, fool. And again, like it's sad to see people. You know what I'm saying, being torn apart from the family. That's some
Yeah,
shit.
that shit def fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? So
Man.
shout out the kids, man. La raza unida will never be able to see that. Shout out my boy Felipe, he always says that. But my people out there, you know, just trying to make a living.
And it's not even being a funny question right here though.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, all right, say not even being all right. Say whoever get picked up and say
Yeah.
if it's in Mexico right here,
Yeah.
how hard is it to get back?
Now for sure, way harder, fool.
Yeah, the coyotes. You got.
Yeah. It's because of the technology that went up.
They got drones.
I remember
and shit.
back then, my dad came back like 2-3 times. And the first time my parents crossed, they crossed with my little sister. I mean, with my older sister, sorry. They crossed with her in the hands. I remember mom saying like they jumped the border and they had to wait, like they had a 20-second window to run from one dark spot to another, kind of like the blind spot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember my mom and them said they were like taking turns with my sister and that, and a guy offered to help. And when they had to run fast as the guy ran not like away from them, but just ran the other way. And my mom followed him. And my dad was like, "Why are you following that?" My mom was like, "Yes, our daughter, stupid." And I remember my dad be like, "Oh, I forgot." Like I remember they crossed. And my mom and them aren't from TJ. People gotta understand that there's people that come. Like my mom and them are from Mexico City, which is hours away from TJ. So they have to do the trip to TJ. I think they did the bus route. They did hours and shit. And then you gotta understand, sometimes people don't got family here. So they come here with nothing. Like
freestyling.
my aunt, my oldest aunt, she was the first one here, and then so my mom and my dad have somewhere to land, and then boom. So when you get on your like when my uncle came, he stayed with my mom, like he went to go live with my mom, and then he went to high school and shit like that. Like it's crazy, fool.
That's crazy.
But now it's a million times harder, 100%.
I can only imagine.
And for Mexicans, it's hard, fool. But when you talk about Salvadorians, Guatemalans that have to go through
The wall.
2 other countries, it's crazy like a. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Damn, that shit crazy.
Yeah,
I ain't
like
gonna lie,
it's
bro. That
crazy.
sound
There's this
bad.
documentary on YouTube, I think. It's called La Bestia, which is called The Beast, which is called like the train that people go from like Guatemala, Honduras, and Salvador, and it comes to like, and it's you'll hear stories of like them little kids will get caught, get sent right back. Like imagine traveling for a month. You go from Guatemala, I don't know, I mean Salvador all the way to Mexico, and then you get caught. You gotta restart again.
And
But
pay
it's
the
clearly a
fees.
system though. It's like
And you got to pay for that
an
travel.
underworld. It's like an underworld system though. They letting
For sure. But it's grimy. You gotta understand. Like, let's say the train, it's like the train now. Like, let's say you're taking the train from Long Beach all the way to downtown LA, and let's say your train break down right there in the low bottoms, and now you gotta get off right there, and there's a whole other hood. They tags. They gonna you up. They gonna take you. You know what I'm saying? There's sick motherfuckers out there, especially for girls. It's definitely the most scariest. You know what I'm saying? Like. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a crazy route for sure.
yeah.
It's ugly. So yeah, man.
So did you have any? Well, you said your uncle came and stayed with your mom,
Yeah.
but like, so when you growing up, was it like random family members that are not gonna do it? Like, bro, I made it.
Yeah, not necessarily like that, but yeah. Or like family friends, like we'll see somebody. My mom would be happy to see somebody. I was like, I never seen them in my life. She'd be like, oh, they just got here, like, you know, and they hook them up with a job, maybe get some clothes together for them and shit like that.
Okay.
For sure. I remember when my dad came back. He came back like what happened? I'm gonna water. I remember when my dad came back. He came like at 4 a.m. Like at 4 a.m. and randomly we got a knock and my mom was up and my mom called my aunt. I remember my mom calling my aunt, like, it's like, and I always have in the living room. My mom's calling. And I was like, what happened? She's like, oh, your dad's here. We got to pay the rest of the money. And all my aunts, my mom, like right before my dad came here, she got a taxi to go to my other aunt's house in East LA when we lived in Echo Park. Borrow money from there. Went across the street to my aunt's, borrow money from her. And then when the guy get here, he's like, I need my money before this motherfucker get out the whip. And gave the money and like that for sure.
Damn.
So it's definitely like it's ugly fool. And I remember back then it being like 6,000 to like 10,000, like. Like it was like I remember my mom be like, "Oh, we gotta collect 8,000. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. We gotta do this. We gotta do that." And I remember her be stressing. My sisters were like teenagers doing bad shit, so she was going through it for sure.
Nah, that sounds crazy as a mother.
But now I could only imagine.
Hell yeah,
Now
niggas
it's
got
probably
the
at
drones
least
up.
15, 20, dog.
For sure.
Hell yeah, especially how they pressing the line right now.
What? It's definitely like that. Like the more security there is, the more is a risk for everybody.
Yeah.
And even now, and I think TJ San Diego's a little more lenient. But imagine you crossing from like the other parts of Mexico, like if you're crossing from Juarez to, I think it might be like Texas.
Yeah.
It's open carry, homie.
Yeah, Texas ain't playing.
You know what I'm saying? Like it might be
property.
It might be a lot. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's people that own houses right on the border.
Dumping shit out, you get on private property, like they trying to smoke some shit.
And you're gonna win the case all the time.
100%.
A red state, they don't f around.
100%.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit tricky, man. Prayers, man. Prayers to
Man. Shout out my people out there protesting every day. Actually, shout out my boy Concrete. Concrete's one of the biggest advocates behind the scene. He don't do it for the internet and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He's helped multiple families put together a gang of shows. And we're at our whole management, all our management, me, Concrete, and Jerry Garcia. We're actually putting a couple shows together, and all the profits gonna go to families we can help with, people detained, and food drives, and hopefully and stuff like that. 100% of the profit. Okay. We not making nothing, none of that. You know what I'm saying?
So would you recommend people still come over here type shit? Or
I mean, you gotta understand, bro. You come here for the American dream, so yeah, I do. But is it gonna be hard? Yeah, for sure. But don't ever not chase your dreams. I remember my mom kind of like, I think I finally hit her at the red carpet. She was over there like, she was like, "Damn, you're really like just living your dream." And she was like, all the stress that we went through as like Latinos, immigrants, with your dad, because my mom put up with a gang of with my dad, with my older sisters, with me, with my sister Cookie and them. You know what I'm saying? She's like, and then now we're all in a better place, man. Like, I just actually shout out my sister Cookie. It's her birthday today. I just bought her a car yesterday for her birthday. You know what I'm saying? Just bought her a car and shit. So it's definitely all worth it. And we're close. Like me and my mom and my sisters, we in a group chat 24/7. We call each other. I got nieces and nephews and shit. So so you know I mean, I would recommend it. Why not? Like, try your best for a better life. You can. Yeah. And especially to parents who like, you're like, I mean, it's kind of like growing up in the ghetto. Like, you don't want that might be a situation, but you don't want your kids being raised in the ghetto. Like, real shit, you know what I'm saying? And kids are going to be kids. They're going to be bad anywhere. Beverly Hills, South Central, Pico Union, Pasadena. Kids are going to be bad everywhere. But you do try your best to give them the best, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's essentially what a lot of most immigrants come for us, you know? But I do know some motherfuckers, like paisa fools, they come here 6 weeks, live on a staircase, homie. They come here for 6 months, work Monday through Sunday, and they go back home with a fat old check. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that, you know, for sure.
But so what is it like are they necessarily trying to escape when they leave in Mexico, you think, though?
It's I think you know, the opportunities of jobs, you know, people know you get paid more here, and you know you do. But I mean, for a lot of reasons, I mean, you got to think about it. Like, yeah, there is a lot of bad parts in Mexico, but from what I know, like Salvador is one of the most safest cities I think in North America now. But back then, imagine they had to run away from the gangs, from Honduras, poverty. People from Salvador, a lot of people from Salvador came here during their civil war. They had a really ugly civil war that people don't know about and shit like that. That was like brutal, nasty, you know? Yeah. So when you talk to a lot of older Salvadorans, they have a lot of PTSD. Because of their civil war. It was ugly, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm pretty sure like a gang of this shit with like the drug problems in Mexico and all that, for sure. You want to come over here and give your kids the better, or save yourself as well, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
For sure.
Damn. Nah, that's crazy, man. For real. That shit sad as That I ain't gonna even
Yeah,
lie,
man. Shout out to people.
Shout out to the people, bro. We got my
Yeah.
nigga DoKnow in the building, world.
What's cracking?
You know what I'm saying? What's that?